This is an instructional video on the Serenade by Marie Dare. I'm going to take this today around the tempo you will want to play it at because it's not very fast at all. Maybe a little on the slow side today. You don't want it to go so slow that it starts to really drag. It sounds a lot better when you do let the tempo kind of move itself forward. So we're going to start at the beginning. Note that a lot of this is about expression, vibrato, but there's some tricks with the rhythm in here too that I want you to pay special attention to. Key signature just has one sharp, F sharp, C natural on the A string. Couple of opportunities to shift just to cover open A in here, but most of this is very straightforward. So let's start together at the beginning. I have my metronome set at 66 to start with. All right, beginning. 1, 2, ready, play. About that first batch of 8 measures. You have a D sharp in measure 7. I would just recommend bringing that first finger back and extending it to, it's an E flat is what it is. You could also just shift completely back and do second first finger like that, but either way is fine. A little bit of a slide is not a bad thing in this case. It says open A in measure 2. You may shift if you want to. If you can get it in tune, by all means go ahead so that you avoid that open A. Let's go on. We are now in measure 9. 1, 2, soft and play. I would cover this one and then shift back. And you'll slow down there on your own. You do have a C sharp accidental, it's just a 3, no big deal. You'll slow down in measure 12, but for the purposes of this video I will not do that there. It's just a very slight slowdown, so you can do that on your own. Alright, let's go on. Measure 17. 1, 2, ready, play. This part is tricky with the rhythm. You really have to make sure you're counting in your ties. So I would like to pizzicato with you. We're going to start right in measure 18 where the tricky rhythms start. Make sure you're counting through the ties. 1 and 2 and ready, play. 1, 2. 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. 3 and 4, 1. Okay. In measure 22, don't let it freak you out. It's the placement of the slurs that make that look really hard. It's not that hard. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. But that measure can get you just because the slurs are in a really weird place. Let's isolate that measure. Measure 22. Go ahead and bow it. 1, 2, ready, play. Up, Alright, so now let's go back and do 18 with the bow and we'll keep going. 1 and 2 and ready, play. 4, 1, 2. 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. That's a low 1 on the C. again. So C sharp on the C string, just a low 1, bring it back there. And then really watch your tuning on that big leap across all 4 strings you have in the next measure. So let's start with the low open C. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. And you'll slow that down on your own there. Sort of like the beginning here. Let's talk through that. That's a weird measure. In measure 30, you have an E sharp. An E sharp is really an F natural, so don't let that freak you out. It's a 2. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's do that measure. 30. 1 and 2 and ready, play. Alright, let's do it again and go on. Ready, and. Slow that down a lot at the end. It's a rallentando, so take your time there. For the purposes of practicing this through with a metronome, I don't make any tempo changes, so you can go through that and do that on your own. There is a good recording of Michael Brown from a couple years ago, great cellist that we had, played it for us to demonstrate. So there's a recording of him playing with much better cello vibrato than mine. So listen to his phrasing. And you'll get a lot from that for the rallentandos and retards. So I hope that helped. Have a great day. Bye.